Ladies and gentlemen, of course, we have company disadvantages to our countries, and then of course there are 100 company disadvantages. That's really towards to stand alone as a company, and then they have 100 disadvantages, and then we are first working also the complaint, as we said. We need first to work all the complaints, and then those complaints will go as a blacklisting, as we talk of, to separate the disadvantages, which is the 100 disadvantage of the company holds, so that we can put those disadvantages there as 100. And then we will take all the good use which people will use, and then as we are cleaning and as we are mopping the floors to ensure that the area is clean again. And then there everything is now smooth, which people will use will be there as advantages. So there is one thing there for us to emphasize. As you see, we scanned there the complaints, concerns and complaint, which we scanned there as an evidence. And then of course, so far they said, do you have a family in Canada? Myself, they asked me if I really have family here in Canada. I said no, I don't have really families in Canada. And then do you have any down payment on a car? Yes, I don't have, but previously we do have. And then if we do have, and then who asks, and then we give you this company, we scan for you this company here. This is the crisis centers, which we did the scan on. And then of course they came here to help, and then they also came here to investigate. They are running investigations towards me. If I really have relatives, they want to know. And then in the associates, they said, yeah, on my files down there, I have this one. I have a name. They remove they hide my company names, and then they turn me employer. And then they turn my name employer. Now I'm running. My name is running there. Employer is scheduled to meet. Employee is scheduled to meet. Employee is scheduled to meet. Other than this bank is scheduled to meet. Other than this Stone Finance Bank is scheduled to meet. And then when we edit, we put the Stone Finance Bank, and then the guy come and then remove all the Stone Finance Bank, and then because that's the Autodex locking the file, and then this bank employer got fired, and then after these people they came here to investigate. Of course, this is the investigator. Reach out, crisis centers. This is the crisis center because my name is reading there with employers. They said I'm hackers. I hack things. That's why we investigated also. We found this one. They shoot this light here off yesterday, which we did report on. They shoot the light because of that cases. Because the guy, after they work here, they go to another home. And then they go to another home, they write a paper, they work a paperwork with another families, and these building families and then other families. They found, yeah, that is not the right names. They said we are not the right name. So we have to use the right names. So they went and they do us another name, and then our first name and last name become now the Strong Finance Bank. This bank which they refuse now become available. Okay, and then they accept it, and then they put us back. They replace our first order which they fired, and then they bring it back to us. And then the guy will rob it first and then now bring it back and then give it back to us. That's why we open a new emails, and then we come with that solution for that reason. So that's why we say there are 100 company disadvantages, and then those disadvantages first we have to clean them and then put them aside there, and then resolute with our advantages as a faculty for people to use as a product. There, of course, and then we try to speak of this one, the Uber families. This is the Uber families, and then we talk of this one, 2004 to 2007. I was with the Uber families, as you know, and then on which we also today we scanned their evidence. And then the evidence is also telling this one might stay with those families, and then of course, or when those is stayed, this is the down payment we make with that families over this car. This is the car we scanned there, and then if you read the first this one the part one of this video, which is live here. You can get a clue out of that, and then that says you have to read the part one. We have there 3 of these videos there on our channels, and then if you watch them part 1, and then you can get it. And then this family which we show you there come from where? From Sudan. This is Sudan, of course, there. And then the really big Sudan, which is down here, okay, which is the real Sudan to the Kenya, the real Sudan to the Uganda. That's where they come from, live away, the Kosoma Sudan. But that is what we know there. Whatever the other guy is the obstacle there, and then they're creating more crises with us, and then we really have no idea, no clue. But let's say now, because I was with those families since, as I said, and then I was going to work, and then the guy reversed anyhow because he tagged himself the brake over the middle of the traffic. And then he tried to reverse the vehicle, and then I reversed a little bit. I thought I reversed a lot, and then now I have a big space. He reversed the speed, and it hit my front bumper, and then everything, the engine was damaged. So they said it needed total replacement of $500, the engine, new engines. So if $500, and then the insurance, and then terminated the repair on my behalf, and then they did the backlogs with the current with the owner, which is not me. And then the backlogging was successful, and then they did the backlogging with the 8,000. They said the claim is 8,000, and then the down payments, and then the car price, the down payment and the car price is 3,000, and then the claim is 8,000 now. So that's why I quit, and then I told them, it's not gonna be work. And then I said, if they want to let them fix with the insurance, I keep calling them, but they said they don't want to talk about it. So I leave it, and then that is when they scratched their mind, and then they collected the money from where I don't know. They went, and of course they replaced the vehicle, they fixed it, of course, as I said. So the vehicle is on their hands. That is the Uber and the wife hands. So, and the children, they went with the vehicles. I think they relocate from London to another city, so they own it. So that's why are we talking about it? Because this is the evidence which we say here. This is all disadvantages. The guy here come say, do I really have a family here in Canada? So for me to talk about it, this is my latest. The latest which I have with this family, because we have a deadlock to breach each other. We cannot talk with them no more. This one over, even we cannot speak. Even whatever you bring Lagu, whatever you bring Abari, whatever you bring Jabukana, whatever you bring Usi, whatever you bring Akim, whatever you bring addition Moko, and then Florence, whatever you bring Pusala, which one you name it, whatever you bring Usi, then it's still I cannot talk to them because why? We have a deadlocks down there which they cannot breach. But Bari, maybe Jabukana, Lagu, yeah, we are here in London, we can talk with them because those other families that are not here in London, they're in another city. So whatever we talk, then we cannot do much. We are not putting our mind together, as you see. So every one of us, we are Madi families here, and then we know is this one, yeah, we know is this one. We are not really one families, but we speak the same language. So that's every individual do their works, how they sleep in their homes. That's the least we know. I know they are happy, and then I show you, yeah, this is Laguna Beach on Philippines, Laguna Beach in California, Laguna Beach anywhere they have is very rich. You can be shown on the map, and then has that kind of a big, is a province, is a city, is something sometimes, and then it is a country somewhere there, maybe a minister or his accountant. They hire him as accountant, and then that's their job, his accountant. If his accountant here have that much areas of managements. So that's why myself, I'm also here accountant with the accountant with the mortgages. I'm also doing accounting with the mortgages, but I'm not the homeowners. Then who are the homeowners? The people who buy the home from the first consultants. They consult the person selling to them, and then we receive the image with the price tag. This much price they sold the home. But we stand as a government, we speak on their behalf, we convince on their behalf, and then we certify on their behalf. That's the least we know. So this is why I'm bringing the OBA policy, because I'm speaking on their behalf. And then they say, do I have a family here? I say no. But this is the family, of course. If they say, do I have a family here? I say no. But this is the OBA is the families. OBA and the families, I come with them. We are 7 of them. We are 7 who come with the same plan to this country, but we disagree within the use. His concentration is what? OBA concentration is in Laguna Beach. And then his concentration is what? OBA restaurants. And then the wife and the children, their concentration is going to adult educations and then going to schools. If I concentrate with them, they can't even will not put me at home. They will say, go back to school. That's why it's very, very difficult. So I'm facing that challenge, go back to school, go back to school, go back to school. And then because why? Adult educator is going to school, and then the adult educator, I'm sharing the same household with the adult educator, and then the adult educator is going to schools. And then they have to put me also in the schools. That's why I refuse. I cannot agree. We are disagreeing, we are fighting, and then that's why I choose, let me move to this area, then let them do their work. That's why it's too contagious. That's why we scanned this evidence for that reason. If you found here, and then the scanning here is the one which now terminate my email, and then you terminate my email when you say let me do what? Let me go and get this one. Let me go and get this one. Another court. Getting a court. I said, give me a court. You refuse. Give me a court. You refuse. And then that's why my whole things down there is a tug off, and then it's too difficult for me to concentrate. What do you expect I can do about it? That's why regard is very, very, very difficult, and then very difficult at the same time. So I try myself. So I try to be good, because there are areas that we already over-manage down there, and then we want that concentration to continue, and then in that way, so that things may work with our sponsor as well. And then what we expect is most required from us with this kind of outreach. That's why my email was hijacked with this kind of outreach. As we said, these guys, of course, they knock the government doors, they go to these government doors, they knock, they go there, they knock even the homeowners here, the landlord, my landlord, they knock their doors, they talk to them already, they are writing letters for them to do consultations. That's why they are doing a research online. Those research they do not match. That's why my email was denied. That's why they said I'm not employer. The guy, for this homeowner, I'm not employer here. That's why if my name down there, they read down somewhere there, employer is scheduled, and then I cannot go, and then I don't know the meaning of the employer there. They only choose employer is scheduled, and then they don't want to write this day. They don't want to write this strong finance bank like those guys that are writing, and then they schedule their employer is scheduled to go. But how many employers? If you look at the employers, there are over 100 employers. There are over 500 employers worldwide. So that's why to schedule employer to go is too difficult. So that's why the information they write there, they only choose employer is scheduled. This one is there, this one is there. That is too difficult for me to understand. So that's why they reach out cases, totally knock me off here, and then knock the traffic light for these units, the building unit, they knock it off because of the reach out people that did the consultations. And then that is okay, they are building this one, the crisis line that to unite, and then that to do this one, to do negotiation on my behalf. They are acting out there, but they are not my families. They are from hospital, and then they are from police, they are from government, but they are doing different investigations within government homes, and then with the landlords, and then with the governments where I'm getting paid. That's what they want to know. And then I have no idea. And then if they talk, do I have a family here? And then could be maybe the family I come with, those 7 guys which I scanned there, like Angel Jones, and then their names which I put down there, like Angel Jones, Florence, Angel Jones, and then Akim, and then Moko, and then Abraham, and then there Koji, and then you name it. There are 7 names there, including my name. Wayne Hassan is also there. I stand myself down there for that reasons. Because if that's what they're asking, because we come in the same ticket, in the same flight, in the same date, and then we were saved in the 2004 at the same level, same rates, and then we were recognized all in one homes, and then that's what the Canadian really know. Whatever, I cannot run away out of that and then have to stand and explain myself. They have to stand and explain themselves there. That's why they have to do all their research. I have to do all my research by myself about them. If we get isolated, of course the country isolated us, and then we are not putting our mind together, and then what we are supposed to do is what? Find the solutions about our problems and then give it out. That is what it is. And then all is about me. Wayne Hassan does it on.